Now, the brain is just a sealed black box, okay? And it's got very few kind of portals to the outside world.
Think about this, ladies and gentlemen. Writing is totally different than speaking. And speaking and writing oftentimes get blended together in our sales approach. But we got to segregate them, so to speak. We got to separate them. And I'm going to explain why. Well, I'm not. My guest today, Rob, is going to share with you why that's the case and how we go about doing this so we can maximize our sales performance. You're going to love this. Absolutely. Check it out. Hey, everyone. Welcome to another great episode of the Sales Evangelist Podcast. I'm your host, Donald C. Kelly, the Sales Evangelist. And I'm so excited for another great episode. I'm so excited to be here with you today. And on this episode, we have Rob Ashton coming on the show. Rob Ashton runs an organization where he teaches individuals like you and me how to take advantage of writing. And one of the things that I love about Rob that he shares here, he says he's a science writer exploring how the words we read drive our decisions. And founder of his organization, and the key that Rob kind of wants you and me to pull away from this conversation is that, yeah, we can do a phone call, we can do a Zoom meeting. There's something different about writing, and oftentimes we get it wrong. And in today's episode, he's going to point out 3 things that we get wrong when it comes to writing. As we dive in, you get a chance to meet Rob, you get a chance to hear and see his excitement for this topic, and then you're going to see how this can roll out for you. So let's go ahead and check it out. So let's put this into context now for sales professionals here. Reading is not speaking. What do I need to know about that now when I'm sending that email to the prospect?
Well, the first thing is really try to put yourself in the shoes of the prospect. Now, any good sales professional knows that that's what you need to do. You need to be centered on the prospect, centered on the client. But when it comes to writing something, you need to think, how interested are they in this? How much do they know already? What did I say to them last time? When did I say it? Quite often we'll have a meeting, and then 3 or 4 days, maybe even a week later, we might send them a proposal. And we've looked over our notes, but we don't know what's gone on in between. So it sounds easier than it is to put yourself in the shoes of the reader. It's difficult most of the time, but when it comes to selling, it's particularly difficult because of all the other things that come into the buyer decision. But also bear in mind that not only do you not know what's happened since you say you spoke to them, but you don't know where they are these days. They could be in a traffic jam and they look at their phone, they check their email in a misguided attempt to kind of distract themselves from a stressful situation. I mean, how often does that work? But we do that. It's like, oh, okay, yeah, I'll check my email. And then they read your email and they could be in a bad mood. And there's a cognitive bias that we have where, if we're in a particular mood, we look for other things that confirm that. And they might then assume that it's your email that's made them angry, that they're irritated with you, and not just with the traffic jam, but with you. And so it's doubly important to just take a step back. I would say, go old school, get a notepad and paper, shut your laptop and just think, where are they in this decision? What did I say to them last? What's likely to have happened since then? What is their priority? What are they most interested in?
Yeah, and that brings up the next point is that, the data transfer. I know we kind of blended number 1 and number 2 there a little bit together, or so to speak, but that data transfer idea. But let's think about it from this perspective. Emails inherently are told that it needs to be short and bullet point. You debunked that for me in our pre-interview to some degree.
Yeah, and this is
sales email is what I'm definitely referring to with that.
I think and I think particularly in sales emails, but it goes, it's in all emails. We have this idea that good writing is efficient, that it's about getting across the most amount of information in the least number of words, and that's wrong. It's sometimes that can work, but it's incredibly risky. And take that example of bullets. Okay, so there was the thing is, that is how we like to think we read. That's how we like to think that reading and writing works.
All right, the last one here.
So it's not good for emotive issues.
Emotive issues.
So
there we go.
yeah. So writing isn't good for emotive issues. It's when we're reading. I touched on this idea of being close to capacity.
Yeah.
With just to read, just to translate the code of reading into a voice in your head. So that leaves less bandwidth for controlling emotion.
Ladies and gentlemen, that was Rob Ashton. And if you haven't done so already, go find him on LinkedIn. You can find his detail at linkedin.com/in/Rob Ashton1, the number 1. Tell him that you heard him on the Sales Evangelist podcast. Check out his amazing content and some of the things that he's sharing, and take advantage of the course that he has, because the beautiful thing about this is that you as an individual contributor, you need to write better. I need to write better. As an entrepreneur or as someone that sells, your writing is absolutely paramount towards your success. And as you can see from the episode here, there's so many emails that we get on a day-to-day basis. Are your emails actually repelling people or intriguing them? And let's see if we can fix that. Check it out. Hope you enjoyed this episode today. Tell me about it. Connect with me on LinkedIn, Donald C. Kelly, and let me know one thing you took from this episode that's going to help you. I look forward to seeing you. Look forward to hearing about your great success. Check out our sponsors. They're giving away some amazing offers that can help you to improve your sales every single day. As always, I want you to find more of your ideal customers. I want you to know what to say when you reach out to them. I want you to close more deals. But most importantly, I want you to raise your level of thinking and go out and do big things. Thanks so much for watching.